Welcome to Lessons in Miracles. We're discussing the Course in Miracles together. I'm Karen Palmer here on EWN, and I'm here with our beautiful family, the beautiful Christine Elizabeth,
Hello,
beautiful Auntie Jean,
Hello, everyone.
and our beautiful Charlie Charming.
Hello, everyone.
And we have our Mama P up in the Yellowstone Park. She has no service, so we will hopefully see her tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see what that adventure holds for her. If she has reception, she'll be able to connect with us tomorrow. Welcome anybody who's coming in, and we're gonna take a moment to rest in our heart. So I will lead us in that. So let's take a moment to just close our eyes, slowing down the breath. Feeling that wonderful rest as we just rest in the heart of harmony. Just feel that web of love and the web of light in the heart of harmony. Use this time to see the beauty and the grace of the light as one light, one soul, one love, radiating as this perfect love. And just rest here, knowing that we have been given everything. And we have chosen to substitute everything for nothing. But we've changed our mind and we choose again. And we feel that as we step back into that knowing that we have been given everything, and it's time for us to really, really experience that experience of harmony and peace and gentleness and grace and joy without an opposite and a perfect absolute love. All the gifts that we've been given. Feel yourself receiving those gifts and feel those gifts as you are so full, overflowing, knowing with certainty that there is more than enough to share, more than enough to care. There's so much love. There's so much joy. It's overflowing like a waterfall. There's so much. There's so many blessings. And you can just feel them pouring out of you to all creation. So as we come back into this moment, just feel that. Feel that today I learn to give as I receive. So we felt that. We felt all the gifts that we've been given. We've been given everything. And now it's time for us to really experience that. So that's what we'll be discussing today. And hello, Kay McKinley from Florida. Welcome. We're grateful that you're here. So anything that you'd like to type into the chat, you're welcome to type into the chat. Anyone, when you come into the virtual room, you're welcome to type in anything you'd like to share. So the lesson that we're reviewing today is that today I give as I receive. So I wanted to just see if anybody wants to share anything about that.
Happy and joyful and got really dirty when I got home. I took a nice warm shower.
Okay, yeah.
Well, in a way, it's like you don't even sometimes realize what you've been given, how much you've been given, until you do give it away. And then you realize it's unending. It's always there. I remember one time talking about giving with my kids at school, and we were talking about it, and I remember someone saying something about a tomato. I don't. They had a tomato, and uh, they were hungry, but their friend was hungry, and could they give them half the tomato? And I said, well, of course, but real love, you would give them all the tomato, even if you didn't have one. I don't even know why I said that at the time, except I I was in that one of those giving moods at the time. But this kind of explains it, because if you're so assured you have an abundance of everything, you just want to give it all away because you know you have it. You're never going to lose it. So it's time to share that with someone else, so that they can have it too. Anyway, it's kind of what I got from the lesson.
That's a great example. I love that. Thank you.
Yeah, and I've been gifted, ever since I've been spiritually awakened. And God or spirit or the angels come through me. And I just, I give readings to people. I pull cards for them, wherever I go. And it's like, and they're all just so spot on. The guy came who was, and he came the other day and he didn't want, I don't want to read whatever. So I don't do, I don't give read if they don't not, don't want to hear it, But they were telling me he needed to hear something today. So when he was knocking on the door, I was just ready to pull a card for him. And I pulled the card for him, and it was like, oh my God. And it was so spot on. And the last three words were time to retire. And he's 68 years old, and he's, and they were telling him the time to retire. And he couldn't believe it. It was like, because he's financially set, and he manages all the people, and it said all the things that is happening with him, and it's like, wow. But anyway, that's so I'm giving that gift. So I receive the information and I give out the message they need to hear.
I like what Kay said. She said, "Give without expectations," and we covered that in another lesson about how, in the illusion that we've been taught all our lives, we giving is not the same as what we're talking about now. giving from love, because we'd always have to be careful to give an equal gift to another person who'd given us a gift, and all that is just an illusion. You when you give from the love, you give from your heart, and it's not ours anyway. It's all belongs to the divine. So, we're sharing it with ourselves because we're all one. So, so I like that you brought that idea up into the conversation. Thanks, Kate.
Absolutely. And, we give from a place of abundance. So we know that we have more than enough to share. And that's the beauty of having this wealth of love and joy and peace, and knowing that we can always go back to our heart and replenish and recharge. And there's never a time when we don't have everything. TH as BKU. I'm not sure what that means.
I don't either.
If you want to share a little bit more, thank you. Funny, it's funny when we're typing stuff in and we have these
Our language has morphed so much with all these abbreviations and emos.
Yeah, I know. I don't know hardly any of the abbreviations or codes, but yeah, it's wonderful when you do give without expectations. It's wonderful when you give without any hope of anything in return, not thinking, about that. It's a wonderful feeling to know that there's more than enough. And when we can give from that space of abundance and knowing with certainty that, we're not looking for anything anymore. We're not looking to gain anything anymore, because now that we know that we are overflowing with everything, all we want to do is express, radiate, and extend it. All day long, I was just giving and extending the feeling of grace. Every person that I saw, every car that went by, I was just extending and radiating grace. And I was feeling, when you radiate and you extend grace, it comes back to you like sunshine. It's the most amazing thing. So I encourage everyone to experience that on whatever level that feels good to them. I was holding the space for every person that I saw, every single person that I saw, every car that went by, every animal that I was working with. I was just radiating and extending grace. And it felt like it was just expanding and getting more and more and more. And there was just so much grace just flowing.
It's like
and it just kept coming, it comes back in such a beautiful way. It's just, it's giving and receiving are one in truth. They're the same. It's just a never-ending flow, especially like you said, level up or vibrate out. Yeah.
That's like the last paragraph of Pam's for this lesson. I greet each person as the light he or she is, no matter what form, no matter what mistakes. As I bestow the store of miracles that are mine to give, I re-engineer a new reality that's expansive, unlimited, and inclusive of everyone.
Beautiful. Such a beautiful, see, another beautiful confirmation of that.
Right.
And
exactly
I just when I have these experiences, I just encourage and invite everyone to do it like a science experiment. Just see what happens for yourself when you just extend grace or extend love or extend
No,
joy
we
to
did.
everyone you see. You don't have to say it. You don't have to say anything to
Ah.
them. You just radiate it. You just,
Do
you,
that every day. Yeah.
yeah.
No, okay.
Yep.
And you, isn't it a wonderful feeling? I mean, it's just the
Yeah.
greatest
Uh-huh.
gift that you can really give yourself and give and there is no other, so everyone's receiving it, and it's just this beautiful light just flowing and bouncing and moving and, you know, going from form to form, but knowing that we're all this extension of love and loveliness. So let's go into the next lesson.
Pam's title was Identity is Provisional. Everyone is involved, whether they like it or not, in the construction of the world.
Uh,
And
That's
that was John O'Donoghue who wrote that. So,
Beautiful. So this
nice.
is our
Yeah.
next lesson. It's lesson number 159. And it is,
let the
This one.
universe haggle with details. That's Pam's version.
This one is, I give the miracles I have received. Kind of like what we just talked about. So this
Right.
is the next lesson in our experience. You have to see proof all around of what happens when you don't. Thank you for sharing. All right,
That's
so the next lesson that we're doing here is, I give the miracles I have received. No one can give what he has not received. To give a thing requires first that you have it your own possession. Here the laws of heaven and the world agree, but here they also separate. The world believes that to possess a thing, it must be kept. Salvation teaches otherwise. To give is how to recognize that you have received. It is the proof that what you have is yours. You understand that you are healed when you can give healing. You accept forgiveness as accomplished in yourself when you forgive. You recognize your brother as yourself, and thus do you perceive that you are whole. There is no miracle you cannot give, for all are given you. Receive them now by opening the storehouse of your mind where they are laid and giving them away. Christ's vision is a miracle. It comes from far beyond itself, for it reflects eternal love and the rebirth of love which never dies, but has been kept obscure. Christ's vision pictures heaven, for it sees a world so like to heaven that what God created perfect can be mirrored there. The darkened glass the world presents can show but twisted images in broken parts, but the real world pictures heaven's innocence. Christ's vision is the miracle in which all miracles are born. It is their source, remaining with each miracle you give, and yet remaining yours. It is the bond by which the giver and receiver are united in extension here on earth, as they are one in heaven. Christ beholds no sin in anyone, and in his sight the sinless are all one. Their holiness was given by their Father and himself. Christ's vision is the bridge between the two worlds, and it is the power. Its power can you safely trust to carry you from this world into one made holy by forgiveness. Things which seem quite solid here are merely shadows there, transparent, faintly seen, at times forgot, and never able to obscure the light that shines beyond them. Holiness has been restored to vision, and the blind can now see. This is the Holy Spirit's single gift, the treasure house to which you can appeal with perfect certainty for all the things that can contribute to your happiness. All are laid here already. All can be received but for the asking. Here the door is never locked, and no one is denied his least request or his most urgent need. There is no sickness not already healed, no lack unsatisfied, no need unmet within this golden treasury of Christ. Here does the world remember what was lost when it was made, for here it is repaired, made new again, but in a different light. What was to be the home of sin becomes the center of redemption and the hearth of mercy, where the suffering are healed and welcome. No one will be turned away from this new home where his salvation waits. No one is stranger to him. No one asks for anything of him except the gift of his acceptance and of his welcoming. Christ's vision is the holy ground in which the lilies of forgiveness set their roots. This is their home. They can be brought from here back to the world, but they can never grow in its unnourishing and shallow soil. They need the light and the warmth and kindly care Christ's charity provides. They need the love with which he looks on them, and they become his messengers who give as they have received. Take from this storehouse that its treasures may increase. The lilies do not leave their home, and they are carried into the world. Their roots remain. They do not leave their source, but carry its beneficence with them and turn the world into a garden like one they came from, and to which they go again an added fragrance. Wow, that's beautiful. Now are they twice blessed. The messages they brought from Christ have been delivered and returned to them, and they return them gladly unto him. Behold the store of miracles set out for you to give. Are you not worth that gift when God appointed it be given to you? Judge not creation, but follow in the way that has been established. Christ has dreamed the dream of a forgiven world. It is this gift whereby a sweet transition can be made from death to life, from hopelessness to hope. Let us an instant dream with him. His dream awakens us to truth. His vision gives the means for a return to our unlost and everlasting sanctity in God. Beautiful, huh? Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
Very beautiful. Very beautiful.
All right, so we're going to be changing hats here, Kay. We go into our next part of our session here where we do a little chant together. And our first chant is Gam Gana Pataye Namaha. And Auntie Jean, can you tell a little bit about that for us?
Certainly. I'd love to. First of all, we do these chants, and we have done them now for over 1,114 days. I think we're on 1,115. And we started it that many days ago, and we were going to go for 40 days. And we fell into the love of the chanting and the love of the world, and we haven't stopped yet. So we hope to raise the vibration of the whole planet, of all the people on the planet, and share our love with everyone and everyone in the cosmos. So, Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha is a chant that removes obstacles, barriers, and illusions so that we can make more space in our hearts, in our minds, but I think with my heart, in bring in the miracles and bring in all the love and good things that we have gotten from our creators. So, what we're going to do is we're going to do it 3 times very slowly. And if you notice that the words are running at the bottom of the screen, so you can chant along with us. We're going to do the first 3 slowly, making declarations, and then we will do the traditional 108. And then our wonderful Karen will give us a slight meditation on freedom, and we'll go into our second chant. So we are declaring that we are removing all obstacles from our mind and heart and opening it up to truth and light.
Om
Gana
Pataye Namaha.
Next, we are removing all barriers, and they're not quite the same as obstacles. Barriers very often are put up by ourselves, or someone has taught us that something's wrong when it's not. So we're going to remove that, and we're going to say
Om Gam Gana Pataye Namaha.
And lastly, but most importantly, we are going to remove the illusions. All the illusions that we've been taught or we've believed ourselves because we didn't see with the eyes of Christ, didn't see that truth. But now we do. And so we're opening up our hearts to that love. So,
Om Gam Gana Pataye Namaha. 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 Om Gana Pataye Namaha. Om Gam 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 Ganapataye 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 Namaha.
Om Ganapataye Namaha. Ganapataye Namaha. Ganapataye Namaha.
Okay, so now we're going to just feel into that freedom and just letting go of all that's not so. Just feel that wonder, excitement in opening up to receive the miracles, which is our next chant, our beautiful Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. And we will do that together as our family. And Auntie Jean, can you tell us a little bit about that chant?
Hi. This chant is called the Love Chant and the Miracle Chant. Now, it's known as a miracle chant I like to refer to it as the love chant because millions of people all over the earth in many different countries will chant this every day, and our purpose is all the same. It's to bring peace and love to the earth. So I hope you will join with us, and we're going to do it the same way where we do three very slowly with declarations, and then we will do the traditional 108. Afterwards, Karen will give us a really wonderful heart brain experience, and we can share that love with the entire world. So, we're going to start with we're declaring that everyone is accepting, aligning, allowing, and away.
Nam
Nam
yo
Myoho
ho
Renge
renge kyo.
Kyo.
And we're also declaring that we are all living in harmony, in health, in happiness, and without any allergies.
Nam
Nam yo ho
Myoho
renge
Renge
kyo.
Kyo.
I might have put that in the wrong place, but we got it in there. And lastly, we're declaring that the whole world is going to be living in peace and harmony and without any more suffering and without any more illusions, and violence and allergies. I think that's where I was supposed to put it.
Nam
Nam
yo ho renge kyo. Nam yo
Nam
ho
Yo.
renge kyo. Nam yo ho 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 renge kyo. Nam yo ho
Nam
renge kyo. Nam yo ho 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 renge kyo.
Nam
Yeah.
Yoho Renge Kyo. Nam 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 Yoho Renge Kyo.
Nam Yoho Renge
Yeah.
Kyo. Nam
Yeah.
Yoho
Day. Joe.
Okay, so now we're going to just rest here in our heart. We're going to take a moment to welcome our beautiful miracle, Marlene. Thank you for being here.
Hey, Marlene.
And we will be doing our 3 ohms to say thank you, thank you, thank you to the too wonderful for words experience that we call God. Now we're going to do our breath first, and then we'll do our om all together as a family. And now we're going to just feel that wonder, the beauty and the grace, and feel our heart and our brain coming into coherence, feeling so much love and gratitude and joy, and radiating that peace. Feeling it filling up in our body as if it was a warm cup of tea.
Or with coffee.
And we can breathe slowly and gently as we fill our cup to overflowing, and then share that out into the world. Feel it overflowing from your fingers, from your heart. Feel it flowing out, going to every living being, filling them with light and love. Feel that peace and harmony. As we feel into that oneness, the absolute oneness. Feel that light and love going into every being. On some level, there is an awareness for every being that is open to receive. Feel that. And our next part of the session that we do, thank you. Oh, thank you, Kay. We're so happy that you're staying with us. We're so excited that you've joined our family. So thank you so much for being a part of our beautiful family here. So what we do every night is we make a declaration. I'm going to ask our beautiful Christine to share that so that there are new people, Christine. So could you explain to the new people that what we're going to be doing here when we declare?
Yeah, we did this every single night, everyone. We pray to the peace on earth and be kind to your full way baby by baby Saint, baby Sunny, baby Sheba, and baby Harry, and baby Ringo. 1, 2, 3.
We declare
that
there is peace on earth,
Earth,
and we declare
declare
that peace begins inside of us.
So it is.
so it is forever and ever.
Amen.
Amen.
Down in the full wave, baby, with it too.
So we've been chanting for 1,115 days now. We started as a group known as the Peace for Peace.
The
but
peace for peace.
Now we're a movement. And we're known as the
Peace
for
Peace.
peace.
And just like peas, we're round and we roll. So we're all peas here. We have Karen P and Charlie P and Chris and Sunny P. And I'm called Auntie Jean P. And we have Marlene P and we have KP. Kay, I don't know what your name is, but we'll call you Kay. And we have all kinds of peas in all the countries all over the world, even India and Australia and Africa and Canada and England and and Norway, all the countries. And so we are moving peace along. That's why it's a movement. And it is Kay. Very good. That's sweet. And so my question to you all is, and I'm supposed to sing it, but I sing awful, so I kind of say it. We're all peas. She's a pea, and he's a pea, and I'm a pea. And wouldn't you like to be a
pea too?
And since our
Love you
Gracie
all.
isn't here, we'll do
And
our
Gracie's always here. She's a super pea.
our Gracie is another beautiful pea in the pod, and she must maybe be at work right now, but we do the hills are alive with the sound of chanting, and the sprinkling of peace, and the smiles on faces, because Peace is coming
come
around the
around the
corner
corner
when we
when
chant.
When we chant.
Peace is coming around the
around the
corner
corner
when we
when we
chant.
chant.
When we chant.
Peace is
Peace
coming
come
around
around
the
the
corner when we
corner.
see smiles on people's
And
faces. Peace is coming
come
around the
around the
corner
corner
when
when
we
we
chant.
chant.
And be kind.
Kind.
Be kind. It's the first step.
All
And,
righty.
And that's
and I
the
promise
yes.
you see things very well.
So this
So
is the
does
way
Laura.
we close every day, every night. And please, Kay, feel free to come back anytime. We're here every night. We start at 5 o'clock and we do a review of the Course in Miracles. And
8
we're
o'clock.
already up to 159. Can you believe it? We're going to be, so we'll be reviewing 159 tomorrow. And then
Kay's
we'll
in
be getting
Florida.
ready to
No, it's-
do our 160 for the day. What we do is we actually have the lesson the night before. We read it so that we have the full day to have the experience.
Yeah.
Well, we
Congratulations.
love to sing, and we have a beautiful Gracie who usually is here that sings that song. So we try to keep it alive when she has to be at work because we know her beautiful spirit is right here with us, whether she can be here physically or not. We feel her love and her spirit.
Yes, it's
So we
8
close every night with
Namaste,
Namaste, y'all.
y'all.
Namaste.
It's 8 o'clock East.
And namaste means I see the light in you and you see the light in me. So namaste is our way of saying good night and that we see the light and we shine the light. And we are so grateful that we are the light and that everyone we see is a beautiful reflection of that light and an expression of love and loveliness. Looking forward to seeing you again. Much gratitude to you too, Kay. We're so excited that you found us. And
All right.
welcome, welcome, welcome. They have a show in the morning. Mama P does a show called Cuppa Joy. And you can join in that every morning also. Auntie Jean, what is the site for that?
8 o'clock Eastern.
If you go on Facebook and put in Teri Angel,
And
you'll
Teri
find
Angel.
more. Yeah, go on Teri Angel's stream, and you'll
And it's
find
also
it.
it's on EWN too, right? In Enlightened World Network.
And it's also on Angelic River Family.
And Angelic River Family. Yeah, Kay, if you want to join on Facebook, Angelic River Family, we would love for you to join there. That's where a lot of the broadcasts are done. And also it's called Enlightened World Network.
EWN.
And that's another wonderful network of our beautiful friends and wonderful, wonderful broadcasts that you can join in on. And thank you, Marlene, for joining us again. We love you.
Also.
Good night, everyone.
Bye, everybody.
Love you all. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.